Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Attention residents! Today's the bug off! Wow, 2 letters. Okay, got one from Gulliver. Let's see. I'll toss that one. And yeah, I can toss this one. So I do actually have a couple of things to yap about today. One of them's kind of an old topic that I've yapped about before. Another is a kind of new one, and it's kind of more pertinent. So I'm going to start with it after I read this letter. Old-fashioned Steven, I was just about to head out the door to come and visit you, and I thought, hey, why not write a letter instead? It's so fun! You seem like the type who prefers letters. Modern girl, Pinky. What gives you that impression? Because my mailbox is always full? I just get a lot of letters. The Moab Easter Island, there's so many of them. I'd send one to you. Just kidding. Actually, it's a replica. Yep. So, the TLDR is if you have an LG monitor, specifically an LG Smart Monitor, or Smart TV, don't. Disconnect that sucker from the internet and plan on replacing it. Because LG is basically spying on you. Because that's fun. Got any bugs yet? Been swinging my net an awful lot. Must have been catching grass. Oh. I believe in you, Maple. Yeah, they basically are doing like they're spying on you and throwing malware at you. Like, so that's great. Like, all the bugs, this is ridiculous. Come here, you silly bugs. Come to Penelope. Indeed. We got Pinky back here. We'll talk. All the bugs, this is ridiculous. You're both fighting over the same bugs, aren't you? Yeah, that was kind of a bit of a shock. It makes me honestly just kind of glad I don't buy the big brand name anything, really. Like, my primary monitor here is a Koorui. Koorui. It's a Chinese company that sells things so freaking cheap that I don't think I ever have to worry about it being something that'll spy on me. It's not expensive enough to have that kind of technology in it. Like, my secondary monitor is one too old to have that kind of technology in it. Welcome, Ginger Snap. Yourself at home. What's up? Let's chat. Got my sea Costello and Maple hanging out together. I'm all like, look at those two. They seem to have a perfect friendship. Nothing too serious, but totally not shallow either. Sometimes I forget that friends are for fun, you know? We could learn a lesson or two. Okay. I don't know what you're trying to say. Why? Costello's a jerk. I don't want to start being a jerk. They don't know Costello like we know Costello. Yeah. The other thing I kind of want to yap about is just how annoyed I still am with programs always pestering you to update. Like, I feel like both of these bugs I'm gonna have are both really good. And I probably shouldn't donate either of these, because this would be a darner. Yeah. I'm gonna donate cicadas. Because we got first last time, so I don't want to get first again. Oh, Maple is home. It's like, OBS does this so freaking often, because they update all the freaking time. Where, like, every time you open it, it's like, hey, you want to update? It's like, no, I told you this last time. Going to my home, nothing. Just sitting down to write a poem about a jackhammer. How do you feel? Let's chat. It'd be real fun to play an instrument in the band, so I've been practicing in all my spare time. That's fair, you've got like 4 instruments in here. Sure, you'll get all of them down, and then you'll be a one-duck band. Like, I've even, with almost every update for the past while, whenever 32.0.1 was the most recent thing. I've basically been telling OBS, stop telling me about your update, because I don't care. OBS works. Everything I use in it works. I have no reason to update. Especially where most of their updates are small updates, basically going, hey, we fixed a bug. It's like, okay, but I don't care. That bug didn't impact me. And it's like, yeah, but we fixed it, so you should update. It's like, no, I shouldn't. Because a lot of these bugs that get fixed are for things that I know for certain weren't an issue before they became one. Which basically means that they're fixing bugs that they themselves created by fixing other bugs. So updating could realistically break something. Especially where I've got some plugins that specifically work with the version of OBS I'm using that I don't know if these plugins have also been updated. And I kinda, I like my plugins. I don't want them to not work. Like, it's the same with like freaking Windows Update. Like, and it's why I kill Windows Update. It's just like, I don't want your constant updates. Everything is working. Like, I can't be the only person who feels that way too. Like, if my computer is functioning perfectly, I do not want to update its operating system and thus possibly cause it to stop functioning perfectly. Like, there has definitely been times where Windows Update has screwed me over. If you're going for the same bug as someone else and they get it, it's bound to steam your broccoli. But this is the bug off. You can't waste time brawling with your rivals. There's bugs to catch. Just have to let stuff go and move on, sister. You caught someone else's bug, didn't you? And you're just trying to make it so I don't take their side, aren't you? Juice. Bon! Hey, it's Steven. Come spend the afternoon with me, delish. What's up? Watch out. I'm good and organizing. So look at this modern wood closet. Now there's a place for everything. It is fair. But like, I've definitely had Windows updates happen that then caused things that I use to stop functioning properly, or driver updates for things. I mentioned this not long ago. I updated my AMD drivers because it's generally recommended to keep your graphics drivers up to date. And this also included a chipset driver for my motherboard, which is good for the CPU, and like, all this stuff is good. So it's like, alright, fine, I'll update it. And it broke Vegas. It broke my editing software. It also broke how my graphics card interacted with Vegas, and I had to downgrade until they fixed that bug so I could actually upgrade. Like, come to my house. What do you want? Let's chat. There's a rumor going around that you're a social butterfly. As far as rumors go, it's not half bad. I've certainly been called worse. It was Costal, wasn't it? It was Costal, wasn't it? Don't worry, he's moving out. Also, I've yet to get to my workout today. I really need to do that once I'm done here. I had planned on getting to my workout around 2. I didn't. I got mining some event ore in Eve, and then I had someone randomly be like, hey, can I join your fleet? Because I was there mining with my alt. And I was like, yeah, sure. Because I was like, they'll probably only be here for like an hour, and then I could just go. Because I was about to wrap up when they asked, and I was like, I may as well. It won't hurt to stick around a little longer. And yes, Frisk, I know, I still have my shoes on. I still have my ankle weights on. I haven't exercised yet, so they're staying on. That's how it works. Well, it is. But, yeah, like, I hate updates so much. And like, it's so frustrating. Hey there, Steven. Hey there, Mo. You know what to do some shopping. Since you look up here at the same thing, remember to not spend all your money in one place. I mean, I'd have a pretty hard time doing that, considering I have spent all the bills I need to spend at this point to, get all the shop upgrades, so... But yeah, I ended up, making, with how long I was out mining, just in raw ore, roughly about 30 mil an hour, which, for my general gameplay, that's terrible. For mining, that's not bad, actually, but that was 2 accounts. Though, that was 2 accounts mining slower than my main would have been if I had just been in a retriever. So, I could have been making more ISK per hour, is what I'm getting at. So I just noticed... Okay, my laptop still has the default Bazite desktop background, and I just noticed that they have a tablet running Bazite in their image. Who would ever want that? I can't imagine that works well. They also have what looks like a Steam Deck running Bazite. I feel like SteamOS is better for the Steam Deck, because it'll have the proper drivers for the Steam Deck. So chat saves. What? Tell me I should take Saturdays off? Yeah, right. You must know. Saturdays are our busiest days, of course. It's crucial to take advantage of those times when everyone else is relaxing. You get something done, and just get it done. So Dad used to say anyway. I cannot wait for the game where you can convince Sable to take a day off. I believe you're able to, through amiibo cards in both New Leaf and New Horizons, get her to take some time off. But that's all you're able to do, is just get her to take some time. It's like an hour kind of deal. Not even that, really, because it's just like, I believe you can invite Sable to the campsite here, like off to the left side of town. And in New Horizons, I think you can invite her for coffee and to see a vacation home. So depending on how long you take to design the vacation home for, I suppose that is it's some level of break. But wait, no, I don't want to sell that. But, yeah, it's not really much of one. Okay. Let's find some cheap bugs and see where the score is at, because I would really like to get second or third. I don't want to get first. Pretty sure we already have first. Cicada! These have to be worth, like, nothing. Yep. Okay. Walking Leaf. Probably is worth a lot. I don't have the guide up. I'm just gonna wing it today. I get whatever I get. Okay, this will be worth nothing. it is one of those things where, like, I can't overly blame, like, AMD for releasing an update that breaks, say, Vegas specifically. That is kind of on, in a way, it's on Vegas to, you know, be on top of things. But, and I imagine it probably didn't break more up-to-date versions of Vegas. It's just because I'm running Vegas 18 that I had a problem. Potentially. I don't actually know. Maybe it did break every form of Vegas, and that's why it was fixed within, like, an update or two. But it is a pretty good excuse not to update things the moment you're able to update them. And a pretty good lesson in some update patience. Wow, I'm getting a lot of brown cicadas. I don't remember the size on any of them. Though the size is only part of the equation, so... Alright, let's go feed him some brown cicadas. I missed. I missed again. It was right there. Where did it go? It's just gone. That darn dragonfly. Hey, man. Ah. I know the rules already. Yeah, I'm here to give you a bug. Yep, check this out. Check this out. I'll give you this to start, because this will be the lowest. Yep, you can examine it all you want, my man. Quite large. Purely from an expert's perspective, it's lacking. 5 points. Okay. I was kind of hoping he would tell me who's in the lead right now. Cicada. I'm gonna laugh if this ends up getting fewer points than the cicada shell just did. Standard size. Both standard. How? It's a real bug! How did I know? That's a real bug I just gave you. What do you mean that cicada shell is worth more than the actual cicada? Yeah, go ahead, my man. Standard size. It's got vibrant colors. 6 points? 5. It's tied. Alright, I'm just not even gonna bother giving him this final brown cicada. Let's go Walking Leaf. See what happens. Okay, it's rare. Alright, this is probably gonna propel me into first. Standard size, standard color. 57 points. Plants and broomsticks at BCJ Space record. I wish I would have known what the record was. Okay, colorful wheel. Alright, I guess I'm not giving him any more bugs. Because I want the bug off stuff, but I want the trophies more. It sure is great today for catching bugs. Just be sure to sneak up on them from downwind, right? I guess. Is that how you do it? I just sneak up on them. I mean, it's not like I really know what direction the wind is blowing. It's just kind of blowing. So, just blowing and flowing and going. Sadly not snowing. Also, I want to note the irony of this. So, you know how yesterday I was like, hey guys, don't worry about me. There's no wildfires even in Nova Scotia right now. There's a wildfire in Nova Scotia. It's currently not contained, but it's also on the other side of the province. So still, you do not worry. I am fine. I will let you guys know if I'm ever, like, in any danger or can't record for some reason. I will let you know. Like, you do not need to worry. I am fine. I will be fine. But I just find that really funny and ironic. Like, literally, after I finished recording, I opened up Facebook, because doom scrolling, and the first thing I saw was, oh hey, there's a wildfire. God damn it. Because I had just got done saying that too. The world really likes making me a liar, I guess. Also, man, I'm just sitting here now being like, man, I really need to change the desktop background on my freaking laptop. It's kind of bugging me now. But, I mean, okay, the Bazite default background has always kind of bugged me just because of how basic it is. It's basic, but over-designed. For those who don't use Bazite, it's basically like a living room setup with like a PC and laptop in one corner with a sofa and a coffee table with a tablet and handheld PC on that, and then a TV. All of them are showing the Bazite logo, and like, it's like, just, no. Maybe I'll do that once I end this little clip. But that is going to be it for this section. I'll meet you guys back here in like 4 hours as we get the results of the bug catching contest and the KK concert. So, yeah. See you guys back here later today. And I'm back. I almost did the proper intro. I'm not a smart man. Let it never be said that I am. Let's come see. I won the gold trophy, because I'm calling that now, that I got gold. I don't want gold, but I probably got it. Also, I have told OBS 4 times today to stop reminding me about this update. Yeah. Got it, Maple and Paula. First. In 3rd place, the Mantis with a modest 33 points. Paula! Finish up this bronze bug trophy. And I wish that were me. Congratulations! Well, specimen, your prize is well deserved. In 2nd place, with a honeybee, an honorable 34 points. Maple! Picks up the silver bug trophy. Really makes my contribution feel like I was just flexing on them. I'll give you savvy efforts today. First place, the Walking Leaf with a smashing 57 points. Steven, I don't want this, sir. Can I have silver, please? Or bronze? I don't want the gold. Unless the gold's the one I didn't have. I think I had gold from last time. And getting 2nd and 3rd is so freaking hard. Like, it's so easy to get 1st. You know? Like, you just catch a good bug, and you'll probably get 1st. But, man, getting 2nd and 3rd, you have to figure out what is in 1st to really stand a chance. So we've already talked to everybody. I'm just gonna make my way up to, I already have my coffee. Make my way up to KK. Probably not gonna be the longest segment here. I did get around to finally changing the desktop background on my laptop. It's now just one of the free Phantasy Star wallpapers, which has the added effect of being a lot brighter. Thus, it's a bit of extra light, honestly. which is kind of neat. I mean, it'll dim at some point, but it'll still be extra light, so it's a lot brighter. It does show up in my glasses. And Lisa, hey girl. Oh my, Steven. Knowing I might run into you in Oracle makes me want to visit here even more. You should have never moved. I am looking for a jam. Ooh, with my quests, you got nature an old favorite. What about that male SARS? Tell me how you feeling. It's all cool with me. Why don't you pick my man? Like surprises. No problem. It's just the tune. Dig it. I'm ready like Freddy, so sit and be steady. Sit next to Annalisa. Enough tuning, let's groove. KK Bassa. Saying that kind of reminds me of the Dog of Wisdom. It sounds like something he'd say. You know, Bassa. Bassa Bassa. But yeah. I've not really done a huge amount else today other than like set up the desktop background, which I gotta say, Linux, at least Bazite, makes a lot more annoying than it needs to be. Like, Linux is supposed to be ultra customizable, and I'm sure it is. But setting a desktop background on Windows is as simple as download the image, right-click the image, click Set as Desktop Background. You don't need to do anything else. With Bazite, I had to download the image. Actually, you don't even need to download the image. I think you can just right-click. This might be older versions of Windows I'm thinking of, but you could just right-click the image on the internet and click Set as Desktop Background. I don't know if you can still do that. I'm kind of curious now. I need just an image. Let me just Google Phantasy Star images. Yep, no, you can still do that. Can't do that on Bazite. You have to download the image, navigate to your desktop, right-click on the back of your desktop. I'm gonna try and remember the path and turn this mouse back on. Desktop and wallpaper. Go to images, add, find your image, add it, then find it in the list of desktop backgrounds, click on it to set it, then click apply. That is so many more extra steps for what should be right-click, set as desktop background. Because that also, like, if you have a lot of images that you cycle through for your desktop backgrounds, that's going to make it even harder to find those new images that you download to use, because unless you're renaming them, they're going to have random internet names. Like, it's not just gonna be as simple as, just download it and go, because that's just, you can't do that. Like, you are literally unable to do that. Which is just annoying to me. Like, it's one of those things that it's kind of an unreasonable annoyance, but it's just annoying. Like, I feel like where, like, the customizable, you know, make Linux look like whatever you want has basically just been a thing I've heard so many times. Like, I'm a little extra annoyed. I like Bassa. It just gives me such Uncharted Waters vibes. Oh, I love it. I know it's not the Uncharted Waters music, but it's so close that, like, hearing this music takes me back to being, like, you know, yay high and playing Uncharted Waters, having no idea what I was doing, but having a blast. Actually, if my hand could have went lower and still been in frame, probably that actually. Except I'm playing on the SNES my entire life, and Uncharted Waters was one of the first games I could remember ever playing. So yeah, it's kind of along the lines of like other things where like it's why I don't want to ever play a Persona game. I know I've mentioned before, like, man, I kind of want to play this, and I do kind of want to. But I also don't, because I know if I encounter anything that annoys me, it's going to annoy me even more, just because of how uber hyped those games are as being amazing experiences. Like, that's one of the reasons why issues in Final Fantasy XIV bug me so much. It's just simply because that game has been hyped to me as being one of the best MMOs ever, if not the best MMO ever. It's like, but it's not, though. I can literally fire up and play an MMO that, in my opinion at least, is just better on all fronts, and that's PSO2. Like, in my opinion, and you're free to disagree with me, PSO2 has the better character designs, the better story, the better gameplay, the better visuals. Like, it's better in every way. It doesn't waste your time. It respects your time, even though it's free. Like, which is another way it's better. It's free. Like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe that's just me coping a little because, well, PSO2 is probably will always be one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of those games that if Sega ever shuts it down, you can bet I'm hunting down a private server. And if I can find a way to host it myself, I'm just gonna host it myself. Like, heck, I've thought about looking up how to do that already, because I'm pretty sure enough exists to run my own PSO2 base server. And if I could figure out how to do that and then connect to it, yeah, I'm playing on that a lot and running the events the way I want them run, and, you know, because if you could do that, you could flag the, you know, you could trigger the various events. So, like, that'd be nice. I imagine, though, it probably stops at episode 3. Because, like, I'm just thinking, like, the reason I'm pretty sure this exists, and I know I'm just sitting here rambling at the end of an episode, pretty typical. The reason I'm pretty sure this exists is because there used to be a PS Vita version where you would actually get a game cart with the majority of the game on it. Like, that is just how it worked. And they did updates where you'd basically have to buy the separate update and put it in your Vita and update it. This was Japan only, because PSO2 is Japan only. But that tells me that in theory, at least, everything's there. Plus, the tweaker exists. And the tweaker, if it wasn't for the anti-cheat, could make changes to just about anything they want, which tells me the raw files for everything probably exists, minus the server infrastructure. So if that could be recreated, then in theory, an entire private server could be made for PSO2 and probably already exists, made by somebody far smarter than I am. And I would love to be able to host my own. I've got some hardware, I could do it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.